floors high and has no elevators, and all the houses have a built-in coal cabinet and a chimney system.
Sounds like a pretty shit living stuff, I'd say.
Yeah, I feel like...
For starters, something that really caught me off guard. She has a female friend that's a couple years older than her.
MILF. Anyway.
MILF. Here, I'll read.
Oh, you're going next? Okay.
Yeah, I will. I live on the top floor. There are only 2 apartments on the top floor, and they are connected by a small walkway that is a long flight of stairs that leads to the outside balcony on the floor below. Said balcony having the doors to the apartment on that floor, it's weirdly constructed. I know, but this is Britain, and everything is... Britain? And everything is old, is just ugly, to be honest. I mean, well, yeah, you're in Britain. That's your first mistake.
Being America.
Be American, baby.
I love America. Just... Can you get closer?
Anyway, whenever I would go to school every morning, I would go down the stairs and I would have to pass the flat that was located right below mine. That flat was occupied by my friend's dad. Is that fat shaming him?
Wait, hold on. Weren't his parents divorced? So why the hell is his dad still living with a mom? Is he just at?
They're just friends. Don't worry about it.
No,
it's his friend's dad. Friend's dad.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But I would sometimes see him when I was coming home, taking out his rubbish or cleaning out his shed.
Rubbish.
We would talk, and I was good friends with his daughter after all.
Good friends.
But we would never interact outside of those fleeting conversations. I had to have been around.
My turn.
No, I do one more. I had to have been around 12, I think, when I begun to notice a really nasty smell coming from his apartment. It started kind of faint, like a sort of fishy, rotting smell. Your mom's vagina, and it got worse and worse the more time passed.
It must be one stinky puss.
I would dread having to walk past the apartment going to and from school, and it got to a point where I would hold my breath and run past. The smell began to permeate the staircase, and at some point I could faintly smell it at my own door. It was disgusting.
And you wouldn't think to question him about it. You
Pretty
just
much.
walk away. It's kind of stupid if I say.
They ran by, okay?
Yeah, it was so grody, they just had to go by it.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least I take a second to say, hey, bro, you good? Your stuff smelling like
it's
my
stinky.
mom's puss, so you might want to
Gross. That's just a gross reference, Nathan. Alright. I also got a bad feeling when I would walk by there, too. Like, my stomach would drop suddenly, and I didn't even want to look at the door. Like, it would curse me or something. It never occurred to me that at the time that I hadn't seen my friend's father in a while. It should have, though. Eventually, there had been so much unrest due to the horrible smell that people had started knocking on the door to ask the guy if something was wrong.
Right?
No one even ever answered. After some debate, a bunch of residents, including my father, asked my friend's mother for the spare key to the house and opened the door themselves. I don't think I'll ever forget that day.
Alright. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but apparently the guy had committed.
Well, we don't know what happened yet because he's, stinky.
He's a very stinky man. Alright. Apparently the guy had committed. He slit his own throat right in the doorway, and he had lying there for days. It was a massive ordeal. When the body was uncovered, I had been sent back to the house with my siblings. Parents did not want us to see something so disturbing, but we already had. By that time, Lillian and I weren't really friends anymore, and I haven't seen her in a long time. Her brother used to go to school with me.
That's a typo, probably.
But he had severe behavioral issues, and he was expelled about 2 years after the incident. I had no idea how he's doing right now. someone else lives in that house now. This is this creepy old French lady who likes to know everyone's business and practically follows me around when she sees me. She always talks about how she used to be a ballerina, but I'm going off track. Going past the hat house still makes me uncomfortable, and I still get like this phantom smell too. I've seen a lot of disturbing things in my area, and I've seen quite a few dead bodies. But the fact that there had been one right under my house, and that I walked past a rotting body so many times is just something that makes me want to throw up. Well, I mean,
That's all.
I just kind of think the story's just kind of
Stinky.
oh shit.
Pretty much, it's like every other story. Like, there's a lot of stories like this. People just dying in their homes, and then like neighbors getting like, that stinks, nasty, grody smell.
No offense, but I think this story like is kind of fake. Cause I mean,
No, that kind of stuff happens all the time.
well, it's not.
The
yeah,
apartment
that's the
below
thing.
mine stunk like hell.
But it's
That's
just kind of like it's weird. Like, why would it be that bad?
Then there's a comment. Sup?
Well, it just
hey,
feels like
sure.
it's-
Hello.
Yeah, it just feels like it's poorly constructed. Like, I know if it's supposed to be a fictional story, there's not really any way to construct it. But it's just kind of like it's weird because I feel like the story would at least have more meaning, have more like, hey, this happened, and this happened. Like, I feel like there should have been a lot more plausible things thinking about it. And if this guy's seen so many dead bodies, he should have at least memorized the smell by now.
Yeah, but let's go on to the next story.
Alright, let's run the next one.
Okay,
Tall, inhumane, fast figure, running at 9. Oh, this should be good.
This one I feel like will be
That's how long
definitely
you
fake.
smoke.
Who's reading?
I will.
okay.
I will. I got this. Watch this. I got this in the back. Okay. This happened about 6 or 7 years ago on a summer night. I was at my friend's house one night, and there was 3 of us. We decided that we wanted to go ding-dong dishing at around 11:30 or so. The neighborhood that he lived in is very dark and light, and as there are no street lights, only torches on street corners that are only there so cars don't drive off the road. My friends and I have gone ding-dong ditching a few times before, so we knew that we should relieve our bladders before heading off. We were already outside at this point, so we just relieved ourselves in bushes. One of our friends I had already finished, so we stood towards the end of the driveway, talking while the other friend was closer to the house.
They're talking while taking a piss.
Apparently,
Oh, weird.
I'm fucking up.
You know, this whole already is off at a bad start. 6 or 7 years ago, huh? Well, how old is this guy?
Yeah,
Nice.
maybe in those like 20s, like
Yeah, he has to be.
That's pretty- yeah.
While we talked, it faced out toward the street, while my friend faced me. As we talked, I saw a tall, pure black figure running up the sidewalk across the street. It took me a second to process what it was, what I was seeing, but when I did, I must have shown an expression of shock, because the friend I was talking to started running for the house. Right, I did. I saw the thing. My friend said that he heard it running. The other friend near the house just ran inside because we did, and he was in denial about everything. Details of this thing. It was very tall. I was probably about 5'10" at
probably
the
like
time.
around like our age, like 15-ish.
Yeah.
Probably 5. Yeah, he said he was 5'10" at the time, and I could tell the thing was significantly taller, probably about 6'2" at least. It ran on 2 legs, had a physique of a lean runner. I know I said the neighborhood was very dark, but the thing was black, pure black. I was about to say a gamer word. There was no sign of it wearing clothes. Okay. I could make a very bad joke. If it was wearing clothes, it had to be some kind of skin-tight outfit that was black. Too fast to call it human. I refer the thing as it because I truly don't believe this is a human, as much as it was shaped like one. I ran track and cross country at the time, so I could judge how fast it was running, and there was not an ounce of doubt in my mind that tells me it could be possible be running as fast. It was also uphill. Okay, well, that's something. So
then when like runner was running.
Well, John, do you really want to question something that's 6'2", tall and skinny and black? Like, I wouldn't just take a second.
It's an Enderman.
Shut up, bro. If
But they must have looked in his eyes. It's
Honestly.
so good. You just gotta go in water.
Me and the boys at 2 looking for beans.
You just gotta go in water. You'll be fine. They can't go in water. They get hurt.
Bro, just throw
Alright.
a water bottle.
I'm gonna read the next one. My friends, even the one who heard the running, didn't believe what I saw. But one night, later that same summer, my friend had a large gathering of boys who all went ding-dong ditching. Sadly, I was not present on this occurrence. The boys made it far down the neighborhood when they saw it, a dark figure running that fits my description. They were much further away than I was, so I take my description as the more accurate one. In their case, however, they saw it running back and forth across the street, running out of view, then back in view, then out again. We went out on other occasions, but never saw the thing again. Let me know if you have any other questions or would like me to talk to my friends about their observations. Thanks for reading.
You know, I don't know exactly what that is. I mean, well, no shit, I don't know what's. Well, he must. I'm my.
Okay, shut up. This, stop walking. This comment says obviously it was a ghoul who enjoyed ding dong ditching as much as the next guy. He kept showing up for it.
Bro.
Definitely a shadow figure, bro.
Okay, let me read this comment. It's
The
so
big one?
long. Yeah. All right. This is for you, Sucharm25. Don't even know what the hell it is.
10 hours ago. So
10 hours ago. Don't view her page.
Mhm.
Definitely a shadow figure. I'm not really sure what they are. I don't think anyone else does either. Some believe them to be spirits that haven't completely manifested. Some type of alien or even some interdimensional being. I've read many stories of them appearing to people who say that even the darkest environments, they stand out as the blackest of black human shapes. The most watermelon engulfing people. Some people only see them out of the corner of their eyes, while others see them straight on. I've heard people say that they have an evil vibe in their presence, while others said that they're benevolent and also are very shy. I don't know which one of these descriptions is correct, as it seems to be all kinds of ideas about these beings. But the consistent thing always is how dark they are, and how they have a how they have human shapes, but with no significant or specific features. I don't know if they are the same being as the Hat Man, a shadow person I've seen a variety of different times of hats, or if it's altogether different beings. I imagine they are pretty freaky to see them with your own eyes, though. Well, yeah, no shit. If you see a giant motherfucker just sprint at you, obviously you're gonna say, "Damn, that's pretty spooky."
No. Let's go on the next one. This one's
This one's
not very-
shorter and probably gonna be the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one, not that long. I don't think we're gonna read all these because it's like fucking.
I'll read that, Lord.
I was in second grade. I don't
No,
fucking
go up
know.
to the story itself.
I have a situation that happened a year ago. My parents don't believe me. Yeah, it's probably the fact that you're gay.
Bro,
what?
Don't worry, I believe you.
Alright.
Alright, I'll read it.
Move. Out your chair lip.
I was sleeping in my bed and woke up to pots and pans clanging around it cleaning around. It was like 12 in the morning. I was in second grade and I got up to see what it was. When I got up, it stopped, so I kept going and opened my door and walked down the hallway. It was pitch black in there because everyone was asleep. So I went towards the kitchen and saw a palm of a hand grab my face and push me down. As you would expect, I ran immediately and hopped in my bed and forgot to close the door. About 30 minutes passed and I had fallen asleep. And when I woke up, nothing was missing. No one was in the house besides my parents. Now, when I tell the story, they don't believe me. Can explain. Can anyone explain what could have happened?
Okay, well, let's look at my comments. Alright, this is from Rosie Posey, so her comment's probably going to be irrelevant. I'll read the comments.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. It sounds like you had an experience that can't truly be explained. Oh shit. Maybe you were sleepwalking or having a lucid dream, or may have actually experienced something paranormal. Were you sick or feverish around this time? Have you had experiences like this experience, especially at this location? Sounds creepy either way. And here's Sleep 97. He's OP, by the way. I haven't had any other feelings besides in the other places, like my grandma's, but we moved from there a while ago. I also haven't ever sleepwalked or lucid dreamed, at least not before or since my brother has a bad problem with sleepwalking. My dad also told me a story about an old house my grandpa lived in that he knew was haunted because him and everyone else could see stuff that wasn't there. I had also had situations where I just amend fear throughout my body. Sorry for the lack of periods. Don't really care. Didn't ask. Plus your weight plus ratio.
Let's just do one more comment.
WTF, this happened to me when I was probably like 11. I heard dishes clanking early in the morning and it scared the TF out of me. But I didn't get up to see what it was. My parents told me it was just the dishwasher, but the dishwasher would never be that loud.
Okay, so listen. I think I might know what it could be. It could be like, it's basically just a spirit, like a paranormal spirit if I had to guess. I mean, that's just what I'm guessing, like a poltergeist or something.
No.
Shut up.
Who you gonna call?
Here's an additional story, alright? This is a story from yours truly. So, one night, this was like around middle school, right? I woke up in the middle of the night for no good apparent reason. Actually, I'm gonna have two. So, this one was in elementary school. I woke up in the middle of the night and, well, I was frozen in my bed. I was sleeping in a bunk bed in my room.
Sleep paralysis?
Yes. I was sleeping in my bed and it was fairly dark. And I looked in my closet and you know that one creepy ghost chick from like The Conjuring? Or something?
Oh, the
white dress. Yeah.
With the hair over her face?
Yeah, that was my sleep paralysis demon. So I woke up in the morning and I look in my closet and I see that thing slithering out of my closet and it's crawling at me. I am mumbling under my breath, I will beat the piss out of you if you so-calls come close. I never normally hit a woman, but that day I was going to. She started torturing me for a while until eventually I grew out of it. And then here's the last sleep paralysis I had. It was different. I woke up the same time and I was honestly just freaked out. I'm like, okay, I'm going to encounter this thing again. But it says something slithering out. I saw a big black figure sitting. Shut up. I saw a large black figure sitting on the stepping stool that I had in my room. It was in the shape of a big man, and he was balding and had glasses. I could tell there was a little outline. He was sitting there staring at me, and he had little white beady eyes. It's an actual story. I'm not making this up. He had white beady eyes, and he was staring at me. And I was staring at him. And we were just staring at each other. And then he kind of looked down his hands and started kind of fiddling his thumbs like he wanted to say something. But he just didn't know what to say. And then slowly but surely he faded away. And at first I thought it was my eyes adjusting, but this was like for 30 minutes I was sitting there. So there's no way it took my eyes that long. So I got out of bed and I'm freaking out, but my mouth is really dry and I go out to get some water. And just as I was about to head to bed, I hear a Harley noise, like a Harley Davidson. And I'm wondering who the fuck is starting a Harley at 3:13 at night. And this is at my old house, I'm a new one. And
That's down the street.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And I grab a flashlight on the table.
Flashlight.
No, flashlight.
Flash.
And I go outside and I look on the streets at 3:13. I don't know why the fuck I decided to, but there was no light out there, not a single soul on that street that was either up or alive. And all that I could see is the 3 lamp lights that are on my street. I looked on every single road. We have 4 roads basically. I looked on all of them. I did not see a single thing. So I came back inside and slowly but surely the Harley noise faded away. I went back to bed and I tried my best to sleep, and the next morning, apparently I got news that my grandfather had died. When we went to go comfort my grandma, I told her the story, and she said, well, the description perfectly matches your grandfather. He was balding, he was very large, and he had glasses, and he was very attracted to Harley Davidson. I wish I could be pulling this story out of my ass, but if I'm being honest, you know me, and you know I'm not the one to. It would be all conspiracy theories. It's actually what happened. I've seen it. I literally heard it and seen it, and my whole family's not conspiracy theorists either, but they believe everything I said because it's what happened. The weird part is I didn't really see my brother wake up. I don't know if he was there. Wait, I don't think he was. I think he was spending the night at a friend's house. But either way, that's basically what happened that night. Ever since then, I haven't encountered him again. So my grandma just took it as him riding his Harley up to heaven or something. I'll probably say that, yeah.
Alright.
Rachel's calling.
I think it's be the end of the video.
Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Alright, y'all.
Our Discord is down in the description and everything, so go check that out.
My
It's
nards.
yeah, and that too. Get your toes out of here. But it's our description, or not description. It's our Discord's down below. Don't forget that follow or the subscribe button and the like button.